I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is June 7th, Friday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So, what did I tell y'all yesterday? What the fuck did I tell y'all? I would love for it to come right here. And you see these 3 down candles on the daily. This video was made yesterday. All right, what did we do when we opened up after the 8:30? We came right to it. Beautiful, beautiful, fucking beautiful. I mean, I can't make this shit up, right? Gorgeous. Look at that. Just look at that. And then I also have this outline, but you can't see it. But that's on a 1 hour. That's a 15-minute imbalance right there. Let me go into it. You can see it here. Boom, right there. This was already marked yesterday, right here. And as if you see here, bam. We come right to that 50% almost. Look, no, not almost. It's to the head. Look at that. Fucking gorgeous. So, weird thing for me today is I was not ready at 8:30. So, 8:30 ended up sweeping up, right? Shot up first. Shot up, came all the way down, 2 drives. Look at this. Look on the 1 minute. Look on the 1 minute. We come to our block, our down block first, right? On the week, on the daily, right? It's 3 candles right there. See that? And we tag it, and we have a divergence here. Look at this. Divergence here on the bullish. 2 drives right into your point of interest. Look at that. It's fucking beautiful. I can't make this up. I wasn't even ready though. I was ready at 9:30. I had some things in the morning. I had to take my dog and all this stuff. But look at this. I mean, I'm just dumbfounded of how easy this was. You know, so when it's consolidating like that, you expect a raid, right? You expect a raid and then a retracement, and that's exactly what it did. I mean, there's no variation here. So then price pushes up here, right? Retraces back. Very common pattern. You see like this little internal liquidity right there that they built right here. You can see it. I dragged this out with this imbalance right here. And then sure enough, as you see, we come down, we make that imbalance on I'm talking about the 848 candle. We pull up here, we retrace, we make a fake low, retrace, take that low out and that liquidity, and then push up. Beautiful entry right there. 9:30 comes. So you get the push up here, you get the 3 drives, 1, 2, 3, takes out that liquidity of that swing high right there. That's considered your shift, so to speak, right? And then when 9:30 comes and it opens, and keep in mind in the background, this green line that we're still using that previous month's high. That's a very key level, and I've been mentioning it all week, damn near. Well, especially the last 2 days, but anyways, so 9:30 pushes it down here, comes right into. Now, when 9:30 is here, what am I looking for? I've said this damn near every day. I'm looking for a imbalance with a down block. Pretty much is the general gist, right? Well, right here, you can see that imbalance right here in between the 845 and the 915. So I'm talking about the 9 o'clock candle. See that imbalance right there on the 15-minute? I'm not going to mark it because I already have it marked here, refined on a 1 minute and the way I'm doing it. So imagine if I highlighted that imbalance. 9:30 right here, 15-minute candle shoots down and goes into it. Beautiful. Seals price. Let's look on the 1 minute here. You'll see that I have this imbalance right here. This is this 903. So I have this 903 candle right here. And then if you look to your left, you have an inversion candle as well, which is going to be the 8:40 a.m. See that? So I refine it just to this 8:40, drag it out. Look at the bodies respecting 50%. Pretty nice. And they sealed price. And this is pretty much like your higher low, right? For the short term, right? So pushed up, retraced, higher low, right? So Beautiful buy right there. And I had a really wide stop just because I needed to make sure I had some room here, but a little overkill. I could have even put it underneath uh, underneath the imbalance itself right there, which is I'm talking about this 904 candle. But anyways, um, nice support there. A little suspect with it being equal lows like that, but no problem. Where am I taking this? This trade right here, my idea is to take obviously the liquidity above. We're in a sense we're bullish, right? We've already wiped the top side and the bottom side. So what does that mean? If we've done the top side and the bottom side, that means you've got a range. You've got a range you've got this range because we've purged the highs, and you've got a range because we've purged the low, and now you've identified your range. Now that's going to be important for the rest of the day. Super game with this video, but it's a speaker. You see that? Can't miss that, man. Can't miss that. Higher highs, higher lows. See that? And lower lows. See that? Speaker. I don't got to draw that out for you. You can see that. So with that understanding here, then we push up. I'm taking this trade. It's 930 trade. Where am I taking it? I'm taking it to 50% of the opening range at the least. And if you look to the left, let me move over. If you look to the left, this low right here, this specific low, this 7:27 a.m. candle, which if you look on the 15-minute, it would be right there. See this candle right here? Well, it's actually, yeah, it's this candle right here on the 15-minute. But when we break through and I talk about this on this channel all the time, this is buyer's remorse. As it shoots through, we're coming back up to seal that price. Since I already know that we're already close to it, this is my target, right? It does go up a little bit, of course, and then it ends up damn near sealing it and going up to the opening gap of today. See that? All right, and then what do? We retrace back. We retrace back here to this this imbalance right here that we created when we blasted off. This is the 943 candle AM, obviously, and you can see I'm dragging that out, right? So that imbalance right here, we're hovering it, we're bouncing on it, using it as support. Now, I personally took this sell here, up here, when we swept this high, this 951, we swept it with this 954, and we tagged the opening gap, got in it, nice little reaction there, beautiful, came down. I took this sell, and then I got greedy. I had my eyes fixated on this double bottom with this clean lows that I took it at the 930, and I thought we'd have like a nice little speaker. I was just kind of greedy, and sure enough, we bounced and never went below, and it went against me, obviously. So that was actually another entry. Plus, you're bouncing right on top of that monthly fucking previous high. So in the background, a green line in the background. So I dropped the ball there, no problem. Had to sit on my hands for a while. So wait to get on some overbought area here on the 1 minute. And sure enough, we come up. Now, what do? We come up here. We purge here. We push up. Now we get into this wick. Now, once there's three levels that I look at in this wick. Obviously, it's the open, then it's the 50%, then it's the high, right? So in this case, when we do purge the top part of it, I end up trying to take this sell because at this point I'm a little bit antsy. Whatever, no problem, no big deal, another loss, tight loss. And then sure enough, we reach up to this 50%. Now, we don't tag it, but we're literally off by like a tick, literally like one tick. So I end up taking this trade, which was gorgeous. I'm on overbought here. I'm at 50%. And sure enough, where am I taking this? I would like to take out any of the breakout artists right here at the 50% level of this opening range, because when we shot through, people are buying, and also this level here. So I take it down for a couple drives down, 1, 2, then we get down to here. For me, I'm pretty much out right here, but this was my minimum target right? So sure enough, what did it do? Came a little bit lower. Should have held it. And what I really wanted to do is I wanted to hold it for these equal lows right here, because this was super suspect and easy. Plus, I won't get into details, but that I wanted to hold it for here, but I didn't hold it. So at this point, what happens here? Then we get down and we shoot down here, and I'll show you this trade here. The reason why I want to show you this trade is because now I've learned my lesson, and we're bouncing off of this. This is a model in itself. If you watch yesterday's video, it makes sense. But I'm talking about us. We're above that opening. I'm sorry, that high of the month, the green line in the background. So this time I'm like, okay, we come down here and we purge those lows. This is the lows that I wanted from this sell here. And then when we purged, we got back into this imbalance here. So as soon as it purges, I'm in. I'm literally in. And at this point, you can't see it right here, but at the time I had a stop loss under 50% of this gap right here. And then as soon as it started to take off here, I'm in it. So another reason why I'm taking this trade is because of the time that it is. I believe it was 11:10 or something, 11 something. Let me see here, but I'll show you in a second. But the point is that where am I taking this? My target is back to this 50%. Because I know we're bullish, right? And really, ultimately, my goal was to say either do I hold it for this level here at 50%, that high, the liquidity, or do I take out this high? And I wanted this high, but at the time of the day, it was 12:30 at this point, holding it, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck that. But this is a model in itself, right here. That's why I'm showing you this trade. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful day, to be honest with you, man. I mean, it's pretty smooth. And then I'll show you the end of the day, which was wild. But as you see here, it was 11:11. That was right, 11:11. Nice lucky, right? Nice lucky trade. No luck here though. But as you see, we get back into that imbalance, and then boom, we shift right there. Little minor shift right there. And then sure enough, we're off to the races to take out that high. Sure enough, we're coming up. We're using support of the opening range and the gap. And then we pull up. Now we take that high out, right? Beautiful sell right here, actually. Little nice overbought, peaked mountain right there. Pulls back right to that midnight level. That midnight level was also being respected, as you can see here in the orange in the background. Uses it as support, bounces again, and a couple drives up, and then we take out the high. Now, this is where it gets wild. At this point, I'm already done, obviously, but also for me taking that sell at that 50%, by the way, is we have a nice divergence here going on NAS, and we had liquidity raids already with S&P and Dow. So this is what makes me take that sell, as you see there. Now, as far as buying goes, I've already explained that, but we were all in agreement there of wiping out that liquidity of this low, which is the 1035. We've already all wiped that liquidity out, so it's pretty much basically just making a higher low for us. But yesterday I think I forgot to mention when I forgot to really finish the answer of what is the reasoning of why I am also taking some of these divergence trades, and time is also the reason. I mean, that should go without saying, but I think I forgot to mention it yesterday. But the time of the day, like, especially like the 9:30 and certain times, they're very beneficial when you're using it there. I forgot to mention also, when we broke down at 8:30, you could see a nice divergence already on Dow. So Dow was sitting here, and as you see here, NAS and S&P shot up and wiped out their high liquidity. So sure enough, that's a little visual there for you, but. No divergence here on the buying side. This was just very common sense buying, especially if you had your higher time frame key level. But we're bullish. We're obviously bullish, so we're at all-time highs. So you expect continuations in general speaking. But then what was I gonna say here? So when you get here, you do have a divergence here on Dow with lower highs, and you had higher highs here and higher highs here. So that's going to explain this sell coming up that I'm going to mention at the end of the day, which is really the 2 p.m. Situation. And I told myself, I'm like, bro, you should come back at 2 p.m. You should get in this trade before it happens. And sure enough, it was beautiful, man. I should have trusted myself, but I was done for the day, and I decided to not trade again. But as you see here, right here, we had this classic triple top, or this classic inverted, or I'm sorry, this head and shoulders right here. And again, I don't teach head and shoulders and shit, but in general speaking, this is as classic as it can get. What happened is we raided the top side right here with this. At the time, look at the time, is 124, no big deal. Then look at 150. Look at 150. The macro starts to kick in, and then we know that the 2 o'clock candle is gonna, the 4-hour candle is about to come in at 2 o'clock. Now, the previous candle, we've already swept that high. So a lot of traders will look at this as coming back into the range, because we've identified that range. This candle right here, which we're talking about, this 6 a.m. 4-hour candle, we've already swept the high and the low. You see this? You see the liquidity. You see the speaker there. So with the 10 o'clock candle, we come and sweep this tall candle. Once we swept and we closed underneath, that right there should give you a sign at 2 o'clock that you're selling. And you're selling back into the range. Where is that? Well, you have 50% of the range, which is the high and the low of that candle. 50% would be there. I'm just eyeballing it for you. All right. And then obviously you got the, lower than that, right? You can even get to the lower 25%. The point of me saying that is because when the 2 o'clock is kicking in, dude, it's already about to hunt and come down for liquidity. So even if I was to have put a fib here, which I could do it now, I'm gonna just do it like that, and let's just do that right across the whole thing. You don't need this 50% anymore. Well, I'll just delete it so you can see it. So the goal is, so what I'm trying to say is, when you had this range established and you've swept these highs, look how it comes right back into 50% of the range, because this is the range that we're in. Equilibrium is here, and as you can see, we're pretty much dancing around that level, right? So anyways, that being said, you can see here that at 159, look at this. So we swept here, we built liquidity right there, and then now we're fucking around. We're playing right here. You also have this imbalance right here. If you didn't come to learn, man, I don't know what you're doing. That's all I know. And shame on you. Out of 250 people, 10 of you watched it. Like, what are you other 240 people doing? I'm really curious. But I don't know. But as you can see here, nice imbalance holding that right there. That imbalance, obviously, you can see is the 126, and then boom, 159. Look at this, 159. Look how shady they are. 159 pushes it down to here, and it stops. Then the 2 o'clock opens. Fucking boom, shoots all the way down, wipes out all that AM liquidity damn near. And sure enough, they're bouncing around, and we're sitting here. So hope that helped. That was some super game right there. And $8.30 obviously shot up. So the pretense of why you didn't expect us to keep pushing up was because of this. As you see, higher highs and higher lows, never cracking. So the idea with this is, I mean, you would expect it to come back in, but they're using this as a big support. As you can see, I mean, look at that. So because of that, I was mentioning this too, if you've been watching the videos, that we haven't, if I go on the week, was it the week? Yeah. When you go on the week, I was saying that if we didn't close below this, we're still bullish in a sense. And what did we do? Sure enough, we tagged it and took off. So this strength to the top side like that was hindering us, I'll just say, in general speaking, hindering us from really blasting off, right? So, and that's what's framing this idea of the sell as well, right here. See that? Is really what I'm trying to say. But man, this was fucking so beautiful, man. And I told myself, I'm like, yo, man, just push sell. Who cares? Just push it, and fucking it panned out beautifully. I definitely would have took it to this area here, or even back to that monthly previous month high that we keep bouncing from. You see that? But 20 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty good. And fucking Nvidia just holding its course. So they never came into this gap, and this is what I was actually trying to look for. But they never did. They just pretty much held there. This looks like with this big bearish candle from yesterday. I mean, this looks like it's ending a road here. I don't know. How long can they sustain pushing up high like this? It's just kind of wild to me. But this is where we are. But look at that, man! Fucking unbelievable. Tag right to it. If you guys were watching, you were probably like, "Damn!" The 10 of you that watched it, I hope you fucking watched it to the end, because if you're not, you're snoozing. But anyways, yeah, where do we go from here? I've already explained that in these past videos, so go ahead and watch them. You guys take care, have a good weekend, and God bless.